Hello and welcome to my first Star Citizen video. I'm going to apologize right now for the mic quality. It's what I have. So, started this off, the basic main menu, loading screen. This is a still image of Port Olisar. I have been playing the game for a little while already, so you're not going to get the brand new player experience. I do have some things already. I have some ships. What you see here, this is an easy hab. This is where you will wake up unless you log out in a ship somewhere. So you have some menu option here to get up. There is also a key binding, allows you to get up. Just take a look around. This is not an easy hab specifically for me. This is just where they put me. So they all look similar to this. Come over to the door. You can see when the outline around the open changes to orange, you can either tap, it's the F key is the interact key, or you can hold it and it will show you your options. In this case, open. And you'll see that I'm moving a little bit slow here. This is because there is a throttle control in the game. So similar to ships, the mouse wheel will control how fast I can move. Kind of for that immersive role-playing experience. And here we are, Port Olisar. Yep. There are more easy habs on the other side. But what we're going to do is head downstairs. Oftentimes you will see players just jump out this window down to the main terminal area. But it's not required. Have little posters all over the place from different starship manufacturers, different companies. Vending machines, which from what I have heard will eventually be functional. There are going to be states in this game. You have to eat, you have to drink, you have to rest. You can take a look. I am not sure how well the graphics are going to translate down to my recording software. Everything looks fantastic to me. Not sure how it's going to look to you guys. Let's see if I can turn off chat here, because select divisor chat. Hopefully that's turned off. Administration here. NPCs have limited dialogues. We don't really talk to them. There are a few NPCs that provide quests, and you will very easily be able to tell which ones those are. There is a crime system. In the event that you screw something up, you can come to one of these terminals and pay off fees, assuming that you are not to the point where you are shoot on sight. Take a look here out of the huge windows. Port Olisar, landing pads. One of the shops here, this is a clothing shop. You can go straight to items on the racks. You can take a look at them. You can see down in the bottom left what the names are and their cost. Assortment of clothing. Shiny shoes. But you can always, whenever you're shopping, use a terminal. And one thing that I realized, the terminal actually provides you a view based off of where you're actually standing. I discovered this because one day I was trying to shop from way over on the side like this. I didn't understand what was happening. So you actually just move to where you need to be. You can look through all these things here. It will give you previews of the items just on a body. So basic mannequin, the cost, 3,664 alpha UEC. The game is currently in alpha. UEC is the currency. Not going to buy any fancy clothes. Alright, see you later, guy. Let's pick the speed up a little bit here. On the other side, Dumper's Depot. This is another franchise. This is ship parts. So I'm checking out Dumper's Depot. All ship supply areas have different feels. Dumper's Depot is this very kind of grimy, really used, lots of people in and out type of feel. Same thing here. You can come over to your screen and pick exactly what components you're looking for. So you can buy specific missiles here, mining lasers. The Helix mining laser, from what I've heard, is the best one in the game right now. And judging by the price, I'd have to agree. Propulsion systems, everything like that. Just a quick overview, kind of what's in the game.
Good to have you back.
So exit, there's Kasaba on the other side. NPCs everywhere. That little thing he's doing there, he's on his Moby glass, which is the menu right here. Personal details, balance, no crime. I'm a good kid. External atmosphere. If you're on a planet, it will tell you exactly what everything is, give you an idea if it's breathable or not. Comlink is your chat. You saw that I turned it off, and it is still sending everything to my visor. Vehicle loadouts. From the top, you can pick a ship. Currently have, this is a bug in the game. I only have one, Avenger Titan. The Argo Mole is a ship that they are allowing subscribers to fly. It is a multi-crew miner. Very cool thing. The Misk Freelancer is a cargo ship. Very good ship for starting out. For some reason, everyone in the game gets one for free right now. The Vandal Scythe, I cannot make any changes to, but this is another subscriber bonus. I've tried flying this ship for a combat mission. It is supposed to be a combat ship. It was constantly overheating, and it just got ripped to pieces. The ship that I have pledged for and that I will get is this, the Avenger Titan. It is classified as a light courier, but it does some combat fairly decently. Equipment Manager, take a look here. Oh, come on, I'm dressed. There we go. So clothing, I have none. I don't need any of that. A few different undersuits. Weapons. So go through the process. You pick your weapon and pick weapon attachments if you have any. And they will actually populate on the weapon. So you can see here the Tau Plus 4x telescopic. If I were to unequip that, disappears. Same thing with the barrel attachment. I don't have anything for the underbarrel yet. Sidearm, I have two options. You start with the Arclight Energy Pistol, which you can see down here. The Coda Ballistic Pistol is one that I picked up. I'm a big fan of. But we're going to get out of there. I don't want to have any of those weapons on. A couple different armor options. The flight helmet, the Odyssey 2 equipment you start with. You can see on the right side it is not very flattering. I picked up the Oracle helmet in orange. And then that is a light armor. And then the Defiance is heavy armor. Take a look here. The Defiance, you can throw the heavy armor on and you look really quite beefy. Greater damage reduction, little bit less mobility, harder to move. You carry quite a bit more though. Take a look at the torso. You'll see on the carrying capacity, the Defiance core can carry 20k SP. The PAP one that I have is 10k. The other one that I picked up when I started off doing some planet-based walk-around first-person mining. So I picked up the MacFlex Rucksack, and it gives you this huge backpack you carry around. It is a light armor, 20% damage reduction, can carry 60k, quite a bit more. Now all of those, and check out the skyline here. This is Port Olisar. Port Olisar is a space station in orbit of Crusader, and each of these moons, Selen, Ela, and Daymar, are all fully rendered moons. As with the Comares, they're little satellite stations, as is Crusader. There are asteroid fields like Crew L1, Arc L3. Each one of those relates to the planet whose orbit it shares. So the Crew L1 is from Crusader, her L3 is from Hurston, and Stanton is the name of the star. This is the Stanton system. You can see here this is quite large. Microtech is the newest planet that they added. The very beginning of the video there was a shot, the still image of the main menu is of Microtech. It's a winter planet, not very pleasant. Got a journal, criminal record, and a 30k. So that error, 30k is what they call them, is a server-side crash. The biggest problems with 30ks are whenever you are trading or mining or have anything in your ship's cargo hold. Because if the server crashes, all of those things just disappear. So if you've been out mining for an hour and you've got a full cargo hold and you're flying back somewhere, and then a 30k happens, it's all gone. Same thing if you're trading. Poof. But again, the game's in alpha, and that's a risk you take. Yep, back in the easy hab. Nice little sit-down areas. You actually can sit. Take a little break. You know. head back down here. One thing, I'll see if I can try and capture it, is the textures. Need to find some better lighting here. Come here, deck 1 light. You can see all of the detail that is in this. The legs, the gloves, everything looks amazing. But it is a space game, so oh, you know what, real quick, the other 2 shops here at Port Olisar, live fire weapons, same process for shopping. You can look at guns, attachments, ammunition, grenades. Ammunition does go away as you use it, so you always have to buy more. And you can always use the terminal. Med pens, oxygen pens, chem lights. So all these things come in handy for what you're doing. The other side, Garrity Defense. This is armor, flight suits, undersuits. This is actually where I bought the rucksack at. You can see the Horizon helmet there. Different color. Alright, but it is a space game. Oh, there's a player. So let's take a look at a space ship. You can see here my Vandal Scythe was destroyed when I was out at another planet called Levski. Let's pull out the Freelancer. You can see here cargo sizes. And this B7. Thank you. Okay, there's signs on the walls. Everything helps you out. There are functioning airlocks, which you have to cycle. If you do not have a helmet on, you will start to suffocate when this starts to cycle. And it says someone's ramming. These stations are in what's called armistice zones. They're pretty inchy. Armistice zones, sorry. You can go in the back door of the ship or climb up this. That closes automatically, so I prefer to do that. People can sneak on board your ship and try to take your things. Open up door. This is the cargo hold. It's the rear door. Open and close just by hovering over. That's the roof turret. Go back up here. This ship actually has sleeping bunks for 4. So eventually, as this game becomes more persistent, you can have a crew of people that you regularly play with come and log out on your ship. You have here your bathroom, first aid kit, shower. Everything else is down there. And on this side, snacks, microwave, food processors, those types of things. Let's come on up here to the flight deck. And here we go. Okay, so let's get this ship turned on. Oh, I must have missed something. Flight ready. So that'll do power and engines.
Hello. How can Miss help you today?
See all the readouts here. This is your power distribution, so utilities, propulsion, and weapons. On this side, shield status and percent. We're going to go do down here, go to menu, comms. We're going to contact landing services.
You are clear to launch.
Fantastic.
Launch sequence complete.
All right. So we got that. Let's get the gear up. Let's just head towards something. So we're going to go ahead and spool up the quantum drive. You're going to see little destinations pop up all over the place. Let's go something a little further away. Daymar.
Quantum travel engaged.
Now I'm going to jump out just a little ways here to get away from people. See, leaving the armistice zone, weapons online. Daymar was a lot closer than I thought.
Quantum travel complete.
So you'll see on the left side here that line where my throttle just stopped at, you can set with your mouse wheel. Above the red makes it difficult to steer. And you have a cruise control. You can set your throttle and cruise control will attempt to match it. If you don't have cruise control on, your throttle will be limited, but you will still have to press W for movement. And for some reason I am stuck. There we go, in free look. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to find something that's a little bit further away. So that way we can kind of just hang out in the middle of space. Let's set a course for that. And you will see, probably can't do it in this ship, but you are pulling actual G's. In smaller ships, you can pull enough G's to black out. And if you black out, your ship will continue to do the last thing that you told it to. Which sometimes is navigating an asteroid field.
Quantum travel engaged.
So we're not going to head all the way out here to Delamar. This is the view in quantum. You can see me through the interior of the ship there. Okay, let's go ahead and engine off. That's going to pull us out of quantum. While we're coming out, let's go ahead. Get out of the seat. You can step out, you can walk around while in flight. There it goes, finally stopped. Engines are off, so we should not be moving. You can EVA. I've done this probably a dozen times. The one time that I was trying to show my son this, I left the ship and the ship disappeared. I was stuck in space. So we're not going to go outside, but you can. Okay, come on. Alright, so I guess we're not going to access the turret because it's being difficult. There it is. Steed comes down, climb on in. And up we go. Just like with the rest of the ship, you got to power your turret on.
Hello, how can Miss help you today?
You can see in the bottom right of this, you've got a standard fire, and then you have a staggered fire. And I cannot remember how to change them. Switch fire mode. Boom. I have not done any customizing to these guns, so this is all stock. You can see here I'm looking around. You can zoom in on things, adjust where your power setups are. We're going to go ahead and power this off. We're going to drop down out of the turret. Jump back in the seat.
Clear armed. Engines on.
We'll head back to Daymar real quick and show you what that looks like. When you quantum jump in the game, you have to jump to the largest stellar body nearby. So in this case, we're going to actually fly past Daymar to go to the planet Crusader, and then we will jump back to the moon.
Quantum travel complete.
Can be a little nerve-wracking jumping towards planets. I've seen videos where quantum doesn't stop and somebody crashes into a planet. I have not been that unfortunate. You can see here all the thrusters firing to to adjust the ship as I start to roll. If I increase speed, you can see the kick up.
Quantum travel engaged.
I just like looking around the ship sometimes, you know?
Quantum travel complete.
And then let's do another quantum down to not the orbital marker. You know what? That's perfect. We'll head right there just to show you guys some of the planet side stuff. Oh no. So one time I did this where I jumped around the planet and I exploded because my flight path took me through the planet instead. So I'm a little nervous right now. Whew. Okay.
Quantum travel complete.
So there's roll. There is strafe. Not sure if you can see it too well at this height. Pitch and yaw. There's elevation. Change controls. One of the biggest issues with navigating is unless you leave the quantum drive spooled up, there are no markers anywhere. But that's alright. We're going to come right down here. We're just going to touch down on the surface and check out what there is out here. I prefer to land like this so that I can see what's happening. Make sure I'm not landing on a rock. Okay. We're going to shut the whole thing down. Okay, it says power on, but alright, well that's weird. We shut down the quantum drive. Engine off. Power off. Okay. Nice little sunroof. Let's head out the back this time. So yeah. Star Citizen. Pretty good looking ship, I think. Yep. So I think that's it. I think this video ran a lot longer than I expected, but hopefully you see something you like. And I'll see you out on the verse.